Hi, welcome to the voiceover. I thought it would be fun to talk about my typical day and this day in particular. Typically, during the months of May, June, and July, I spend a bit of my morning outside in the garden, typically. Spend a little bit of time with the birds. I kind of walk around the property and see what needs to be done or what needs to be handled, because living on a little hobby farm, there's a lot to do in the months of May, June, and July. So what a normal morning looks like for me during these months is around 6:30 or 6:45, I'll get up and say a quick hello and goodbye to my husband as he's walking out the door to go to work. And I'll do a quick assess of the house, like do I need to do any quick cleaning or put things away, stuff like that, put clothes on for the day, that kind of thing. And then I will head outside. As you saw in the beginning of the video, I will feed the birds. Sometimes I will throw the ball for Mochi. She's our dog, and she's really, really actually good and calm for the most part, but sometimes she needs to let some of her energy out. So maybe a couple times a week I'll throw the ball for her. And then I'll head straight into the garden and see what I need to do there. This year's a big year for us because we're building a lot of our garden spaces. We had 2 failed gardens before this year, and this year I think we are finally going to get it down. So new garden space, there's a good bit of build out. You saw in the video earlier, I did a lot of spreading mulch. And then after I do a little bit of work in the garden, excuse me, I'll come inside, make breakfast, eat said breakfast, brush my teeth, do anything else that I feel like needs to be done around the house while I'm thinking about it, take my vitamins, that kind of stuff, basic everyday things that, most people do. And then I will typically sit down and do some admin stuff, whether that's work on a video or check emails, things, menial admin-y tasks like sending out invoices to commission clients or sending emails to tattoo clients, scheduling things. If there's any applications that I need to get done and get sent, then I'll do that. Taxes, I typically will send monthly sales tax to South Carolina and sometimes North Carolina because I work in both states. So that kind of stuff gets done. Then I'll usually have lunch and then I will get to my creative stuff, like this painting that you see here. On this day, that's exactly what I did. Went outside and worked in the garden some, did some admin tasks. You saw I did that with my little cat Avery. And then in the afternoon, I went into the studio and worked on some paintings. I have found that I do my best creative work in the afternoons. I wish that I was the type of person that could like get straight out of bed and eat breakfast and be ready to go on making paintings. But if I'm honest, that's just not me. So I'm trying these days to lean into that and to just sort of let that be what it is and get my admin stuff done in the morning, crank it out, and then work on paintings and creative stuff in the afternoon. It doesn't always work that way. Like sometimes there are things that I have to get done in the morning painting wise. Like for instance, this week I'm working on getting a whole bunch of mini canvases prepped, and that prep work, there's just so many of them and it requires drawing time, so I just kind of have to get it done. And that kind of stuff is usually fine in the mornings because it doesn't require a lot of creative thinking. It's just a task. I have to just put the gesso on the canvas or just put the base layer on the canvas. It doesn't require creative thinking in the same way that this particular task does that you're seeing on the video. The creative energy and the creative thought process. So that may get done in the morning, but more often than not, the creative stuff like painting is going to happen in the afternoon. And then I'll typically work until about 5:30 or 6, and then I usually head outside again to do more garden stuff, get more of those tasks done until my partner gets home, usually around 6:30, and then we have dinner and hang out, and that's my day. Okay, so I realized I'm currently editing right now, basically in my pajamas, but these are actually real daytime clothes. And I'm editing the video that you're watching right now, and I realized I never got any sort of footage of this piece when it was all finished, which is very rude of me to tease you with a process video and then not show the finished product, right? Just kidding. I do that all the time. But since I'm having the forethought to show you now, I'll show you. This is another piece I did on the same day, but I didn't get any footage of it whatsoever. Cute, huh? Do you like them? I think they go really nicely together. I'm doing this whole series of these two flowers, clover, tulip magnolia, and some poppies as well, all in a couple of different colorways, so that it's a lot of fun. And I'm releasing it the end of this month. This month is June. Yes, what day is it? What time is it when you work for yourself and you work at home? So yeah, that's all. Thank you so much for watching the video. I hope you liked it, and I'll see you next time.